Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing something really exciting with you. I've wanted to do this video for so long and I finally found somebody that wanted to do it along with me. I thought it would be a little bit more fun to have somebody else that was also born in the 90s do this 90s tag with me. So today I am collabing with my friend Kaitlyn from Mommy in the Making. I have been friends with Kaitlyn for a long time, ever since I started my channel, and she is super sweet. She does a lot of videos like mine, so if you like my channel, I know you'll love hers. She's also going to be doing this video today, so I will leave the link to her video down below in my description box. And after you get done watching my video, just head on over to her video and watch hers as well. And of course, let her know that I sent you. Okay, so I'm going to be answering 20 questions about the 90s. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to be answering them off a website on my phone. So the first question is favorite TV show. My favorite TV show ever in the 90s was probably Are You Afraid of the Dark, and it's probably still my favorite TV show to this day. I wish I could still watch it. And by the way, I will leave like a picture of everything up in the corner or somewhere on the screen so you guys can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about if you don't remember some of the things that I say. Also, I figured it would be perfect to go ahead and have a 90s background on my computer as well. So the second question is favorite 90s song. Of course, my favorite 90s song is Baby Got Back. I mean, what else would it be? Favorite 90s commercial or advertisement? That would probably be My Little Pony, just because I can't remember anything else from the 90s as far as a commercial. If you can remember another commercial from the 90s, leave it down in the comments below and I'll try to see if I can remember it as well. NSYNC or Backstreet Boys? Definitely Backstreet Boys. I did go see them in concert when I was younger. I loved NSYNC as well, but I was just a bigger fan of the Backstreet Boys, mainly because my 6th grade teacher was a huge Backstreet Boys fan and he always had us just listening to it all the time in class. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I definitely loved Backstreet Boys more because of him. The next question is favorite music artist. Definitely Britney Spears. I actually saw her in concert too, and I also saw her in Vegas in 2015, and she still puts on a great show. Number 6 is, did you collect anything back then and what did you collect? I definitely collected Beanie Babies. I was reading over these questions before I filmed the video and I was like, oh my gosh, I miss all my Beanie Babies. Now I think my daughter has some of them and she collects them now. I know I went for a long time and I never saw Beanie Babies anywhere, but you can find them again now. I even saw them at the Cracker Barrel, if you guys are familiar with that restaurant. They even sell them there now. So yes, that is what I collected when I was younger. How many Tamagotchis did you go through? I had about 3 or 4, and I didn't call them Tamagotchis, whatever. I called it a Nano Pet, and I remember I had this gray one. It was my favorite. I think that was a brand of them. I'm not sure, but I did definitely have some. Favorite video game and console. So my favorite console would definitely be the Super Nintendo. I still have my Super Nintendo and my Super Nintendo still works. And then my favorite video game is definitely Donkey Kong Country. It worked until about a year ago. It tore up, the little cartridge piece tore up. So I'm looking for it again. I'm on the hunt to just buy it on eBay or something. So if you have any ideas of where I can get that game, let me know. Favorite cereal in the 90s was definitely Oreo-O's. I think that was in the 90s or maybe in the early thousands. But I always remember Oreo-O's. They went away and I always wanted them to come back for so long. And they came back just a few months ago. You can buy them at Target, or not Target. I think you can buy them at Walmart. That's where I usually get mine. But they are so good. It's the best cereal that was ever invented. So if you were missing those, just to let you know, they have them back. Who was your 90s crush growing up? Now, I know I said that Backstreet Boys was my favorite, but my 90s crush was definitely Lance Bass. What was your favorite Disney Channel movie? My favorite Disney Channel movie, I know this, I don't even have to think about this, because it's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's called Wish Upon a Star. If you don't remember that movie, maybe me explaining it a little bit, you might remember these 2 girls wished upon a star that they could be each other, and it came true. And honestly, it's just a really good movie. I hope it comes on again someday so my girls can watch it, because I know they would love it just as much as I did. Favorite show, Disney, Nick, or Cartoon Network? Okay, so I had to look this up because I could not think of anything that would have been my favorite show. And I didn't know what the name of it was, but I remembered this Nickelodeon show that they did competitions on, and supposedly it was called Nickelodeon Guts. I don't remember it being called that, but maybe I just don't remember. But that was my favorite one, if that's right. And I remember watching that all the time. So the next question is weirdest fashion trend. I would probably say tube tops. I used to wear tube tops all the time, and I thought I was hot, you know what. And chokers, which I still like to wear chokers. They came back in over the last couple of years, and I do like those. But I feel like back then it was kind of weird. I don't know, but they're cute now. What were your favorite toys you would play with? My favorite toys were Bop It and Light Bright. Now that I think about it, now that I'm thinking about Light Bright, there was a Light Bright commercial too. So there's another commercial I remember. But my favorite out of every toy I ever had in the 90s was Bop It. And I still have Bop It at my mom's house somewhere. And I know they've came out with a new one, but the original Bop It is the best. The next question is Disney, Nickelodeon, or Cartoon Network? Definitely Nickelodeon. The next question is, what early morning weekend TV shows would you watch? I always remember watching Arthur in the morning when I was getting ready for school. Favorite McDonald's Happy Meal toy? This goes back to what I collected. My favorite Happy Meal toy was the miniature Beanie Babies. I loved those. I always got like the same one, but it was still my favorite. Favorite book? Favorite book? I don't know. I can't think of a favorite book that I have, but I did love all Laureline, is that how you say her name? Laureline McDaniel's books. And I don't even know if that was in the 90s. That was probably like early 2000s. I can't remember. In the 90s, I would have been reading children's books. So, I mean, what? Chicka Chicka Boom Boom? I don't know. The next question is, what would you watch when you got home from school? That's easy. I remember always coming home and watching Growing Pains, and I loved that show. It was one of my favorites. I forgot about that until just now. And then the last question, but definitely not least, what was your favorite thing from the 90s that's no longer available today? My favorite thing from the 90s were the Lisa Frank little boxes. They were kind of like caboodle things with drawers. Not like a regular caboodle, but they had the Lisa Frank print on them, and they had all this stationery in them. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna leave a picture right here, but honestly, they were the best. I wish we could still find those. I was actually Googling those the other day. It's so funny that they had this question. So yeah, I really want one of those. If anyone still has one, just send it my way. I will gladly take it. But yes, that is all the questions I have for today for the 90s tag. Make sure you check out Kaitlyn's video when you leave. And if you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are new. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.